case of the former MMA fighter and the famous social media personality Andrew Tate has kept both his fans and the haters glued to their screens, as every other day there is progress in his case. The man has been in prison for alleged human trafficking and, of course, making some girls do nude video shoots without their consent. Both the Tate brothers have been accused of indulging in the aforementioned activities, but both, of course, have been denying all the accusations made against them. Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to put the spotlight on the latest progresses in the Tate brothers case. We are also going to touch upon other people's views of the accused Tate brothers. While the release is still not full confirmed, it seems as if the Tate brothers are not really having a good time in their detention. In fact, their condition and stay in the detention facility full of psychopaths and serial killers keeps deteriorating. It has recently been reported that nothing about Andrew Tate's current condition is looking good. Andrew and Tristan Tate appear to be having difficulty in the Capitol Police Central detention facility due to their interactions with two other inmates who are told to be violent psychopaths. It has been reported that one of these guys even went on to confess to being a serial killer, while the other criminal have been reported to claim that he found a way to poison his victims without leaving any trace. He claimed he figured out the technique while murdering his own grandmother. The two brothers were expected to have a better time in the Capitol Police Central Detention Facility, where they had been held since the end of last year. However, it has not exactly been a walk in the park. It is being reported that another detainee was reportedly brought to the room where they were residing together by authorities. This man shocked the crap out of the Tate brothers when he told them he was actually a serial killer, and went on to add that he likes killing tall and athletic men. He also revealed that he had killed and dismembered many big men. Another detainee then showed up and told them that he was there due to a minor offense, but it was later revealed that he was not there exactly because of that. He is there because he poisoned his grandmother, and the lies pissed off Andrew Tate, who went on to have an argument with these guys. Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate are being tormented by some really dangerous inmates, despite the fact that the authorities have not been able to find a solid proof against them. As far as their release is concerned, there is a new update from Andrew Tate's case, and it states that March 14 could be a big day for both Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, but it did not really go down that way. Despite having the prominent American lawyer Tina Glandian on their side, the brothers were still not able to make the court side with them due to arguments based on family and children. After more than 2 months of preventative custody, the Bucharest court finally decided to rule on their plea to be placed under judicial oversight. The lawyers of the Tate brothers said the Bucharest court has established the trial terms within which the requests to replace the measure of preventative detention with that of judicial control on bail will be discussed, formulated by the defense as follows. Andrew Tate, 14:03, 8:30 a.m. Tristan Tate, 15:03. I will return with a confirmation of the time. The word on the street also says that the Tate brothers are trying to get out of detention using medical condition, but their attorney has denied all these claims, as sources suggest that the lawyers representing the two brothers claim that none of the requests for release were driven by medical conditions. Since the time they got detained in December 2022, Tristan and Andrew have used a number of communication methods to assert their innocence and refute the evidence against them. She said that unlike the previous instances where the request was made for medical reasons, this time it is not the case, as there is currently little solid evidence against him. To put it in her own exact words, I specify that these requests nor the previous ones do not have as their object the replacement of the preventative measure by virtue of medical reasons. It seems as if the brothers will finally be released after having spent around 70 long days in detention. Now let's move towards some of the famous personalities who have been vocal about their views about Tate brothers. The first one that comes to mind is Dillon Danis, the American mixed martial artist. Despite not being active inside the cage recently, Danis has managed to keep himself in the limelight by expressing his opinions on various issues through his Twitter account. After the brothers got arrested, Dillon Danis was one of the first few people who raised his voice against the brothers. He took to Twitter and wrote, "Andrew and Tristan Tate just got arrested. Free the top G's." His tweet was not really well received by many MMA fans, and it sparked a heated debate. The 44-year-old Shields, the former MMA kickboxer, is another celebrity who went on to raise his voice for the Tate brothers. He went on to call Tate's imprisonment unfair and asked whether the US Embassy had gotten involved in the matter. He started the trend "Free the top G," implying that Andrew Tate and his brother are being targeted unfairly. Jake Fields took to Twitter and wrote, "First they try to silence you. If that fails, they will throw you in jail, and as a final option, they will kill you." The popular American conservative political commentator, Tucker Carlson, has also been vocal about his support for the Tate brothers. He believes that the allegations against Tate are being pushed by those who are out to get him due to his rising popularity with young males. On his show, Carlson had Tina Glandian as his guest and tentatively implied that the truth is in Tate's favor. Tucker put his views openly and went on to call it a setup. He also mentioned how the accusations against Andrew Tate could be a conspiracy by those who are out to get him and want to take him down one way or another. Another thing of note that his followers have been keeping an eye out for is how he is gaining more and more popularity amongst Muslims. Tate revealed that he had converted to Islam in October, shortly after a YouTube appearance in which he called it the last true religion on the planet went viral. References to Islam have been regularly on Tate's Twitter profile since his detention. His fellow MMA fighter, Tom Khan, even welcomed Tate's induction into the faith in a video on Twitter, which has garnered 3.2 million views. Ever since he got arrested, millions of Tate's fans have called for his release from detention. While some like the sport Tate has, others not as much. According to Habib Akande, a UK-based Muslim sex educator, the unwavering defense of Tate offered by his fans is indicative of a wider societal issue. He said, "A number of the men that are attracted to Tate's messaging, they said they ignore some of what he said about the sexual violence against women. They just look at that as comical. They don't realize that he's actually normalizing sexual violence against women." Another media personality named Hashmi made it clear that if they want to stop people like Andrew Tate, they will have to address the activities he so blatantly does on social media. He said, "It would be very mistaken to think that you just end Andrew Tate and that would be the end of it. Andrew Tate is one figure in this whole kind of movement, and one of the reasons for this movement is the online space has been left to these people with very little pushback because they act in a very aggressive way." With many famous people divided on Tate's matter, which side are you guys taking? Are you one of the people who are impatiently waiting for their release, or do you want them to face the music? Leave your valid opinion in the comment box and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated.